What does it mean to live a rich life? It means brave first leaps, tearful goodbyes, and everything in between. With over 100 years' experience navigating the ups and downs of the market and of life, your Edward Jones financial advisor will be there to help you move ahead with confidence. Because with all you've done to find your rich, we'll do all we can to help you keep enjoying it. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
From the award-winning podcast comes a totally improvised live show.
We have the Comedy Bang Bang Tour. Come see us.
Comedy Bang Bang Ground Beefing Tour 2026. Live across North America in 2026. Get tickets at livenation.com.
Welcome to Shooby Dooby Doo, a podcast where we talk about pop music, specifically by deep diving a randomly chosen UK top 10 chart from the past. Out on the wily windy moors, take a chance that you can take. You can tell by the way we walk and talk. Welcome to the human race, pretty face. Heathcliff, it's me. I'm Andy Robinson.
And I'm James Cook.
Let me in your window. James, which randomly chosen UK top 10 chart?
As you've so expertly woven some clues into the introduction there, people have probably worked out roughly when this is from, but specifically it's the 27th of February 1978.
The 27th of February 1978, I say again, only to pop that in your head and get it lodged there like a nagging pop melody, of which there's loads in this chart, isn't there, James? It's a great top 10. In the top 40, at least, get this, James, for all these classics, such as Uptown Top Ranking by Alfie and Donna, Clash City Rockers by The Clash, Mull of Kintyre by Wings, Native New Yorker by Odyssey, Lovely Day by Bill Withers, Is This Love by Bob Marley, Baker Street by Jerry Rafferty, Denise by Blondie, and we've got The Whole World in Our Hands by Nottingham Forest FC.
Yes, we're not going to be getting into any of those, but we have got a big top 10 with a lot of classics in it.
You can listen to these, as always, on our attached Spotify and YouTube playlists, either before, during, or after. I always like to give you a nudge towards these songs. I mean, you'll definitely know at least half of them, and the other half are great, I'm going to say, James. Spoilers.
The links are in the description, and on those playlists you'll find another half a dozen songs that we're going to get into in our bonus tracks podcast, the special episode we do for our Patreon backers, the people who very kindly support this podcast and keep it running. This week including Billy Joel, the Buzzcocks, Hot Chocolate, and some absolute filth. You can join our Patreon community for free, but the bonus tracks podcast costs less than £1 a week.
Shall we establish what was going on around the time of the 27th of February 1978, James?
Well, I was only about 6 months old, so I'm going to need you to remind me.
In the winter of 78, James, there were bombings and blizzards. In pop music news, the anti-Nazi Rock Against Racism thing was being organised, and Mrs. Mills, a pianist, was about to die. Rest in peace, Mrs. Mills. We love you.
Are those two things connected in any way?
I can't be sure.
The 20th Grammy Awards had just happened in the United States. Album of the Year had gone to Rumours by Fleetwood Mac.
Okay.
And Record of the Year had gone to Hotel California. So that's what was going on in America. But, as I will reveal in this week's stats...
Are you excited?
Yeah.
I'm a bit excited about something coming up, James. All right, then do it.
Okay, well, so this top 10 contains 3 UK number ones, 6 songs going up, 3 going down, and a non-mover for a total net movement of positive 10. There are 6 British artists, 1 American, 1 British/American, 1 British/Dutch, and 1 Swedish. So not many Americans in this top 10. There are 8 groups, 1 duet, 1 solo artist, 1 cover version, and a sort of repurposing.
Great late 70s stats. By my reckoning, there are 6 songs about the complexities of love, 3 of them celebratory and 3 of them pleading. There's 1 song about a Romeo, 1 song about life's mojo, 1 song about the weather, and 1 song that's a retelling of a classic gothic novel. Sadly, there are no examples of self-references and there are no key changes, but there are 4 hefty modulations, James, this week.
And I look forward to hearing about each and every one of them.
Also, we've got to add that extra thing to our stats, haven't we? I felt a bit bad that there were no examples of self-reference, so we have got somebody as well who is telling us to do both the wop and the wang.
You can't do one without the other.
Now, I got 10% of this top 10 as a Christmas present, as a record, and I subsequently bought another 20% of it, so that's good.
I've had, one point or another, at least 2 of these on various best-ofs that I've owned.
This top 10 very much has a background of me bouncing around the house on Ribena and crispy pancakes, James. So, you know, I was high with an Elvis fixation at this point in my life as well.
And how is that different from now?
I see no reason to hang around. That's all I ask of you, honey.
Number 10.
Down 5 to 10 on this date of the 27th of February 1978. It's If I Had Words by Scott Fitzgerald and Yvonne Keeley.
Well, I'd never heard this song before, and if I had, I hadn't remembered it. It's got big assembly song vibes.
Why do you think this might be, James, this assembly vibe?
I think it's the tune is quite overpowering, isn't it? And it's quite slow and plodding. I mean, there's a children's choir in it.
They are going, both Scott and Fitzgerald, isn't it?
Scott and Fitzgerald. No, it's Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
It's not Scott and Fitzgerald. He's not 2 guys.
Oh, yes, Scott and Yvonne, my apologies. Yeah. Yvonne and Keeley as well.
Yvonne Keeley, Scott and Fitzgerald. There's 4 of them.
Hey, Yvonne Keeley, Scott and Fitzgerald, 4 of my mum's mates. That's a runner. Thank you very much if you're a regular listener. Anyway, Scott and Yvonne. If I had words to make a day for you. Yeah?
There's lots of chords changing there.
All pretty standard apart from this one coming up. I'd sing you... Yeah,
hello. Intrigue.
Morning golden and true. I would make this day last for all. And then another time. Unusual, should be a minor, but not should be, could be a minor. Usually a minor, it's a major. And give you a night to open in moonshine. Something like that. Nip over to Spotify, watch the video on YouTube for a proper rendition. And do you know what the next verse does? And the 3rd verse, and the 4th verse, and the 5th verse, and the 6th verse?
It's the same, isn't it?
Keeps going round and round, doesn't it? Like a madrigal.
Well, it's funny you should say like a madrigal. Do you know who wrote the music?
I'm intrigued to see what you're going to bring up.
The music is by Camille Saint-Saëns, the classical composer, from his Symphony No. 3 in C minor, which was a huge hit back in 1886.
And it made more sense when I heard this record and learned that. It, you know, it gave me a sense of that circular motif. And it has got holy undertones, hasn't it? A little bit.
Yeah. Not the undertones. No.
Or not holy with Courtney Lovey.
The lyrics, however, obviously, you know, the classical piece doesn't have lyrics on them. They were written by Jonathan Hodge. Do you know what famous songs he wrote?
I have learned something on YouTube.
Okay.
I don't want to spoil it. Go on, James. List some of them. I'll try and tell you who they're by if I can.
Do the Shake and Vac.
That's the one I said.
Yep.
Yeah. The Shake and Vac woman sang that one.
A Mars a Day helps you work, rest and play.
All right. We need to explain these, James. We have foreign listeners, don't we?
Yeah. And listeners who are under 45.
Thank you so much. You do the shake and vac and put the fresheners back. Do the shake and vac and put the fresheners back. When your carpet smells fresh, your room does too. Anytime you do it, you know what to do. Yeah?
I didn't know the next bit. Well done.
A Mars a day helps you work, rest and play.
He also did the lip-smacking Pepsi-Cola one.
Don't know that one. I'm a lip-smacking Pepsi-Cola drinker. All right. Apologies to R. White. We're infringing some weird copyrights this week.
They don't mind. They'll be glad of the uptick in sales of their products. He wrote over 2,000 advertising jingles, did Jonathan Hodge. And this is kind of the only pop hit that he's involved in.
Do you think his advertising background would influence his pop writing background, where he thinks, I've got 4 lines of lyrics, I'll just keep singing that over and over again, and maybe eventually people will buy If I Had Words? Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I would have thought the guy who did loads of ad jingles, the song would sound more like an ad jingle than a song you sing in church.
I agree.
This was a huge hit, sold over 1 million worldwide.
Was it written for a commercial, I learned, or saw somebody alluding to? Nah, let's say not. Oh,
If I Had Words, I know it could be for Alphabetti Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Or Scrabble.
You
Something like
got
that.
it.
Yeah, must be.
All right, James, I look at YouTube comments quite a lot, don't I, to drag this podcast away from the dreadful self-importance of our own unasked for opinions.
But I do worry that you're being radicalised by them. But carry on.
All right, then, let's see if I got radicalised by these commentators. In the 70s, if you did a general word cloud of the YouTube comments, the word that would pop up loud and large in the centre would be happy. Everyone's very happy. And then you get this weird backlash, really. The Byronic Man... Right.
He sounds like a laugh.
Byronic Man says, look at all these beautiful innocent kids on the video. No makeup, ridiculous hair, social media narcissism, and poisoned minds with current degeneracy. They're playing on us all. That's a weird take of nostalgia, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird. So you should explain, the video is set in a church, and Scott and Yvonne are up there having a sing. They've got a wonderful multi-ethnic band, some of which in national dress of various African countries. There's the school choir. The school choir is from the St Thomas More School in London. I tried to find out more about that school, and then I thought, this is not something I should be Googling.
Oh, you're all right. We're doing research. Evan Stephen 300 says, Hogwarts assemblies were much more fun when Dumbledore went on annual leave. Also on the video, 0713 Mass, I guess this is a reference to Scott Fitzgerald, but he asks, who knew Jeffrey Dahmer had a singing career?
Yeah, he has got a bit of that look about him. But we should point out, there's never been any evidence that Scott Fitzgerald ate and killed anyone, or killed and ate anyone. Scott Fitzgerald, born William MacPhail. What did he do in 1988?
I don't know.
He represented the UK at Eurovision.
Should have guessed that.
With the song Go.
It was either that or he was on the Muppets.
He came second behind eventual winner Celine Dion, who beat him by 1 point. It could have been so very different. It could have been Scott Fitzgerald singing the song about Titanic. His son Kai Fitzgerald was an original member of Busted, but he left before they got famous. And then he went on to co-write Standing in the Dark.
By them lovely lads who were
Lawson.
Lawson, of course.
Which we talked about in the previous episode. And he also wrote the Finnish entry in Eurovision in 2018, which came second last, so he didn't do as well as his dad. Yvonne Keeley, born Yvonne Pai, I think it's pronounced Pai. It's P-A-A-I-J. She's from Rotterdam. What classic 70s song does she sing backing vocals on?
Now, give me a clue.
You've Had It All.
You had it all. That's ringing.
You've broken everything.
Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel with Come Up and See Me Sometimes. Does she sing on that?
Yeah, because at the time she was with Steve Harley.
Okay.
In a sex way. Presumably.
He did see
They were partners. That's
he did see us sometime by coming up.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Sorry, my apologies. Did you like this song? Let's get into that. Did you enjoy it?
It goes on a bit, doesn't it? I mean, we should say also it's got a sort of reggae vibe.
A slight reggae
we haven't said that. We've said, it's a big churchy song that's based on classical music, but we haven't said the main thing, that it's got a reggae vibe to it as well. So if you've never heard this song before, now is the time to go and listen to it to see what we're talking about. And it did remind me a bit of, remember when we did Paul Nicholas and Reggae Like It Used to Be?
Oh, okay. What, unconvincing reggae, you say?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you go, is it reggae?
Just because they're done with some extra words, I reckon. I mean, there's, as I mentioned, the second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth verse are all the same as the first. A lesser Westlife would have bunged in a key change or two.
It's not something I'm going to return to.
No. Do you know what film it was heavily featured in, and loads of people on YouTube comments were rushing there because of this?
I believe it is in Babe.
It's a scene, I've never seen it, but it's a very sad scene when Babe is brought back to health. IMDb rating, I don't know.
6.9. It was sung by James Cromwell and some mice.
Number 9.
Up 1 to number 9. It's Love Is Like Oxygen by The Sweet. Well, we've talked about The Sweet before. We talked about their Ballroom Blitz.
That's what we've covered, isn't it?
We did Ballroom Blitz, which was very much at the height of Sweet a few years before this.
Do you remember how giddy we both were when listening and talking about that song?
Yeah. Right. We both got into that in a big way. This is Late Sweet. In fact, it is their 10th and final top 10 hit, and their last chart hit, if you don't include 2 mid-80s mega mixes that get in the lower reaches.
I wonder if this song was on the mega mix. I can't imagine it was.
Well, you say that, it gets to number 9 here, and it does get nominated for an Ivor Novello Award, but
really?
It loses to Baker Street. Okay. So it's clearly quite well thought of, and I never heard it before. And listening to it, I thought, well, the beginning bit made me think of Jesus Christ Superstar.
I remember the overture.
Sounds like it's a keyboard trumpet. You know, a trumpet sound on a keyboard doing like a fanfare at the beginning. But then it gets into that riff. And then the tone of the vocal made me think of Foreigner.
Absolutely. In another feature I'm going to drag back from an earlier podcast we've done, James, Yacht or Not.
Yeah, is it early yacht rock?
Could be, couldn't it? You mentioned The Voice on YouTube. Everyone there is saying they love the sound of Brian's voice, and they're always talking about the range of it, from tender and sweet to rough and ready. People are saying he's the greatest singer ever, so I like it when that happens.
Yeah, that's Brian Connolly, not the It's a Puppet guy, but the singer from Sweet. He leaves the Sweet in 1979, mainly because of his drinking problem that is getting out of hand. In March, they go out on tour in America with Bob Seger. They're opening for Bob Seger's band, and they go on at one gig, and Brian Connolly is so drunk that he just collapses like really early in the gig, and that's kind of the end of the Sweet as we know it.
I'm trying to remember who else this isn't Sweet, and there's a great way if you just do the intro to Ballroom Blitz, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, there's Andy.
Andy,
Yep.
he wrote this song I learned on YouTube.
Well, he co-wrote it.
Oh, yeah, who with?
With a bloke called Trevor Griffin, who is a session musician from Birmingham.
Well done, Trevor. We're proud of you.
Andy Scott said, the idea came along to compose it in a new style, which at that time was totally new, yet one that suited us. I think it worked out well. Well, you would say that, Andy. Of course, the people didn't accept it so easily.
It's in the top 10, so people did accept it.
Yeah, but it's at least 3 or 4 years since glam, isn't it? And what are glam bands going to do now?
I learned from about 5 years ago, a lot of people saying rest in peace Steve Priest, the bass player, so we'll give him a little thank you for your contribution to the panoply of pop, yeah?
What do you think of the concept that love is like oxygen? What do you think about that?
What they're saying, love is like oxygen, because if you get too much, you're dead, and if you don't get enough, you're dead, essentially.
Yeah, well, if you get too much, you get high.
You get high, my apologies.
But you will eventually die. But you get high first, and then if you don't have enough, you're gonna die.
That's right. Now, they could have used other things, couldn't they? They could have gone, love is like water,
Yep.
or love is like food, or love is like sleep.
Love is like shelter. Anything else from that? What is it? The hierarchy of human needs. Just work our way through that. There's an album.
Oxygen's a good word to have in your title. If they'd done water, you couldn't have gone, love is like water, love is like H2O. That might work.
H2O, yeah. Water's got oxygen in it. It's one of the ingredients.
That's right.
Yeah. And because I was thinking, well, love is like oxygen, right? Because oxygen, the chemical symbol is O, and love in tennis is naught.
Blimey,
And they're the same, kind of.
We're digging deep on this.
Yeah. But the atmosphere is actually only 20% oxygen. It's 78% nitrogen. So really they could have gone with love is like nitrogen. Or there are smaller amounts of argon, carbon dioxide, and a bunch of other nonsense.
I like it, that as a title of a next pop song. I'm tempted to get my guitar and make you sing it, but let's not bother right now.
Love is like a combination of all these elements. What would be the chemical symbol of love?
In emoji world, it's just a heart symbol, isn't it? We're
Yeah.
saying, what letters would you put together to make love?
Yeah, you know, like water's H2O. What would it be?
MF. That's what I'm calling you. This was interesting, I thought. Despite all the happiness on YouTube, and thank you, sweet, we love you, this is the greatest song ever. Evil Clippy says, glad I was born in 62. I got to listen to all the best music of my life, ride in the best cars, and experience freedom that my own kids can't imagine.
And whose fault is it that your kids haven't got that freedom?
I saw a comment from Francisco91264, and he says, acá en Chile siempre escuchando a sweet. I thought, what does that mean? Luckily, YouTube puts a translate. It says, here in Chile, we're always listening to the sweet. So I got intrigued in this. Click down some of the other foreign contributions to YouTube comments. And people, what?
Sweet chili. Sorry, carry on.
Also, people are listening to Sweet to this very day, seemingly in Peru, Brazil, Colombia, and even Russia.
A lot of South America and then Russia.
And then Russia. That's something you wouldn't think, would you? In 2026. Oh, this is another point of view, how other people engage with this song. Thick Brian Q says, smoking Thai stick when this came out, and my first fake ID, going to my neighbourhood gay bar.
Sounds like a Lou Reed lyric.
It's a good song, isn't it? But look at the ones we've got coming up soon,
Yeah.
James.
Yeah, unfortunately, the two songs we've covered so far are kind of fine, but we know what's coming.
Did you watch the video? briefly, let's do
Yeah,
this.
it's like a performance video,
Just
isn't it?
performance.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say that Brian Connolly's wearing a scarf, and that becomes incredibly relevant. We discussed the nature of oxygen, didn't we? What Sweet is saying about it. Quick one about what other pop stars said about oxygen, and you can tell me who they are.
They can't be that many, can they? There can't be that many pop quotes about oxygen. Do you know there's an album version of this song that's 3 minutes longer?
That's right. We should have mentioned this. It's almost a proper version, isn't it? It's a bit Giorgio Moroder, I thought.
Did you listen to the full-length version of it? Nah. I was like, it's fine as it is. We don't need any more of this.
Which pop star, James, stated that singing is like a celebration of oxygen.
Well, I suppose it is, isn't it? It's turning the air in your lungs and throat into a lovely tune.
Into a lovely noise.
Is that a clue?
No. That's a bit
I was
silly.
going to say Phyllis from Coronation Street, but
Into a lovely noise like dragonflies in a jam jar.
is it Björk?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
That's our very reductive impression we do of it, don't we, James? For cheap kicks and laughs. Which pop star said it's important for me to get back into the ghetto where I'm from. I still get my oxygen from there.
Someone who's from the ghetto. Is it one of Mumford and Sons?
That's right. That bloke is dad owns GB News. If he was in the film The Harder They Come, it might be. That's a little clue.
Oh, Jimmy Cliff.
That's right. Which pop star said, on planes I always cry. Something about altitude, the lack of oxygen and the bad movies. I cried over a St. Bernard movie once on a plane. That was really embarrassing.
Ooh. Who's crying?
On a plane?
Samuel L. Jackson?
No. Let me give you a clue.
Okay.
One of his bandmate members on the very same plane was chucking yogurt
Is it
all
Michael
around.
Stipe?
It is Michael Stipe.
You always bring that up, don't you?
I'm obsessed with
With
that
R.E.M.
story for some reason. And it's my defining feature of R.E.M. in my head for some reason.
After
You know that
all the millions of records that R.E.M. have sold, all the songs that they've put out, and all you can think about is someone throwing yogurt on a plane.
Do you know the old joke that culminates in the
Yeah.
the punchline, you F1 sheep?
Yeah.
That's what I've got with R.E.M.
You throw one yogurt.
I'm going to go for 4 quick if I can.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah?
Here we go.
Quick your
fire.
feet.
Quick fire.
Put your fidget spinner down. This is happening. I'll never retire. I'm just using up somebody else's oxygen if I retire.
Someone who retired, Bob Dylan.
No, he owns Sun Records. He was a record
Sam
producer.
Phillips?
You got it, James.
Right,
I'm
okay.
proud of you.
Come on, quick fire. Here we go. Rapid. Here it comes. Super quick.
Which, I don't know anything
Which-
about him.
Come on, quick fire.
Which pop star said one of my first festivals was Oxygen 2006? Amazing lineup with Arctic Monkeys, Strokes, Kings of Leon, Magic Numbers, The Who, and then James Brown. I waited in the pit for a good 8 hours to see James Brown.
So someone young, then. Is it Jake Bug?
No, how can I give you a clue about this fella? Because I only know the one thing he did.
Because it's quick fire as well. Just bear that in mind.
Maybe someone should have taken him to the church rather than the pit. I'll do.
Oh, take me to church. Oh, who's you?
You got it.
Yeah.
Let's just do one more and
Okay.
then get out of this
But like
pantomime.
quick fire.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
James, there's no time for messing around
No,
on
not
this
at all.
one. The next one I'm going to fire at you is going to be right off the back of hose, yeah? There's no point in dicking about.
All right.
Which opera star
Oh my God.
said the atmosphere of the theatre is my oxygen?
Pavarotti.
Try the other 3 operas.
Jose Carreras.
No, try the other
Placido
one.
Domingo.
You got it. Woo-hoo-hoo. 250,000 pop points to you.
From the award-winning podcast comes a totally improvised live show.
We have the Comedy Bang Bang Tour. Come see us.
Comedy Bang Bang Ground Beefing Tour 2026. Live across North America in 2026. Get tickets at livenation.com.
Number 8.
Up 1 to number 8 this week. It is Just One More Night by Yellow Dog. Yeah!
What's that noise?
That is just me being enthusiastic and grateful for the process of this podcast where we get to learn and hear some songs.
I think I have heard this at some point in the past.
Yeah, and I had quite recently, actually. It was a treat for it to come up in this context.
Yeah, where have you heard it recently?
I was introduced to it because my partner said, I write songs, don't I, James?
Yep.
And I wrote one, and she said it reminds me of Just One More Night. And I thought, oh, then what I listen to? And you know, I was pleased when it reminded me. That's daft, isn't it, this song?
Okay. Did it have a phone call at the end?
Are we going to the ending straight? Well, let's be postmodern. All right, then. Let's explain the premise of this song, James. Let's explore the lyrical conceit.
Well, it's all about someone begging to stay with someone.
James, you're selling this song short. Start from the very beginning.
Someone meets someone in a bar.
Yellow Dog.
Yellow Dog, the name of the artist. Do you want to? I can tell you who Yellow Dog are.
We're doing that in a short while.
All right.
We're doing the song.
Okay, because I've got some surprises coming up.
I'm excited. It's in the key of A. He's going in the Flamingo Club or something on the southeast side. Sits Rodriguez and his brand new bride. An ex-patron met him down by the riverside. Started when she lost a man. She lost a man. He ran off with a blonde in a black sedan. And she got no place to stay. He heard her sweet voice say. This story is all about a patron meeting a couple, and I guess the couple recounting their history.
And and in the history, she asks him if she can stay.
She keeps asking him to stay one more night, doesn't she? She's making him breakfast and she likes his house, and can she stay a bit longer until she found a better job, and then eventually she moved in with a parrot and a tabby cat, the Persian carpet and the welcome mat. I like this line. Could he please lend her a fiver? Don't hear that British vernacular in songs often, so that's good.
And in 1978, that would have been, you can get a house for that.
That's true. Email us in stupidpodcast@gmail.com if that's not true.
If you want to give us a fiver.
It's a story of a woman who keeps begging a man to stay one more night and eventually moves in for good.
And then they get married, and then they end up in the Flamingo Club telling someone about it.
Yes. Let's do the phone call bit now. I think that's relevant now.
So there's a recurring bit in the chorus where the music cuts out and it's good as the yeah.
Just one more night.
Which sounds like the kind of thing a bloke would sing.
Well,
but in the
exactly.
song, it's a female character. Even though the singer is male, but he's doing a female character.
On my
singing.
first few listens, I absolutely thought it was the male psyche, and then I realised the content of the verses. It's all about men moaning about a woman, I suppose.
Towards the end of the song, when the music drops out, that bit goes on for a bit longer, and there's a bit about, I'll do all the dishes, I'll take out the garbage, which when it's a bloke doing is quite endearing, but when it's a woman, you think there's weird power imbalance.
I like it. And she's rung him back up, hasn't she, to beg one more night. It's on the telephone line, and then they slam the phone down on her.
Which is
a
weird.
unique ending. We've not covered that before in this podcast, James.
Which is odd, because in the story, they do end up together.
Yeah.
So why is he hanging up on the phone?
For a cheap pop thrill, and I'm here for it. I like the, it's in A. This is one of the not the key changes I was on about earlier, but a modulation is doing that one, whatever the word. I was in the bar, and I was doing whatever. That's going back home, but they drop down a tone too. One more night, just one more night. So I'm not counting that as a key change. I'm saying it's a modulation dropping down a tone.
Discombobulating, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
It is great. I love this. I like the sort of swamp rocky country nature of it. I love the bits in the chorus that make it it just elevates it, like you were saying about the modulation there, but also the music dropping out and the that bit just makes your ears prick up.
Lovely.
Because the danger is if it continues in the similar vein as the verse, it just becomes kind of background. Are they a one-hit wonder, Yellow Dog?
You were promising to tell me all about Yellow Dog and who they are. I'm also going to point out he's wearing a scarf like Brian Connolly, but it's one of those ones that's flying back with a bit of wire in them. Do you know what I mean? The flying scarf.
Biggles scarf type thing.
Alan Silcock says, my dad never remembers the band, but always says the one with the bloke who has a coat hanger in the scarf, and we always know what he means. Go on, tell me all about him. I'm intrigued.
Well, Yellow Dog are a band.
Yes.
They have a follow-up single called Wait Until Midnight, which gets to number 54. So maybe does that mean they're a one-hit wonder? This gets to number 8. Nah, but then you find out that we've actually covered this band before.
In Another Guise, obviously.
In Another Guise. They're Yellow Dog now, but they used to be a different animal.
That's right. They used to be a ginger fox, didn't they? They were in Fox, weren't they?
Yeah.
Of single bed fame.
Yes, which we have covered on a previous podcast.
Yeah.
Do listen to every single podcast we've ever done to find out which one. And this is founded by the same guy who's in that band, Kenny Young, and he's the singer in this.
We've talked about Kenny Young
yeah.
before. What song did he write, surprisingly?
Under the Boardwalk.
Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters.
As well as Captain of Your Ship.
That's right.
Which also means, because he's a writer on that, he's got a writing credit on Doin' the Do by Betty Boo, which samples it. A lot of the same guys from Fox are in Yellow Dog, and I watched the performance of them on Top of the Pops, and they do a bit of a Shadows dance, square dance with the guitars.
That's right, and the drummers up the front, very unusual. Anna Kelman describes of Yellow Dog's vocal delivery like a populist Lou Reed.
I suppose, yeah, that's a really good... Yeah, it is like a populist Lou Reed. I think it's great. I've really enjoyed this. This has been the little undiscovered gem for me.
I agree. So charming. Scatty Planet on YouTube says, this song lives on in just a handful of women I occasionally meet in the local boozer at closing time. Flashback to...
Well, what we should do, if we're putting this at the end of the discussion, is you should ring up. You should ring up on the phone.
We can do this. Let's do it. You've got to let it ring a bit and then answer it. Yeah.
All right.
This is a comment for the end of this.
Okay.
But all right then. Nice.
It better be good. Now we're putting all this extra production into it.
Extra production. We claim. We can also hear what your ringtone is.
Oh, it's just the standard one.
Hi, James. Flashback 225 on YouTube says, brilliant song. This and ELO, Mr. Blue Sky, makes my day, yes.
Worth it.
Number 7.
Down one to number 7. Having peaked at number 6, it is Mr. Blue Sky by ELO.
Are you satisfied, Flashback 225?
Yeah, they're back to back in the chart, just like that guy predicted. They're 7th of 15 top 10 hits and first of 4 consecutive number 6s.
Hey, really?
Yeah.
How many did they have?
They had 4 consecutive number 6s in a row.
I suppose it's good that they didn't have 3 if you want to be...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, James.
I don't think ELO are the band that are convening with Satan.
Yeah,
Out of all
Satan worshippers. We need a new take on this song if we're going to talk about it. Let's lean into that a bit.
Well, out of all the bands that came out of Birmingham in the 70s, I think ELO are the last ones to be doing that.
They love He Who Walks Backwards.
And by that, of course, we mean Harry Seacombe.
All right, then. Where can we start with this?
Well, should we start? We're both in Birmingham. We're both from the local area. And this is almost like the unofficial national anthem of Birmingham, isn't it?
Yes, let's throw this in early. Birmingham City FC. They've got it as their club song, haven't they?
They run out to it. It was also used when Birmingham hosted the Commonwealth Games. They used it in the sort of little preview video thing. And yeah, it becomes synonymous with that. Look, I'm not a Birmingham City supporter. In fact, I'm the opposite. And yet I still like this song.
How could you not? A lot of people on YouTube, and I knew this anyway because I remember it at the time, there was some scientific, in big inverted commas maybe, study that said this is the happiest song of all time. Do you know anything about this?
Well, it was voted the happiest song of all time in a poll on Greatest Hits Radio in 2020. I don't know if that's the scientific evidence.
There was some study done. Number 2 is Don't Stop Me Now by Queen, apparently. I don't quite know how they measured it, but we've got to throw it in. It's a legend.
Are you thinking, okay, so but what's really going on in the song? What's really going on? And the writer, Jeff Lynne, said, it's the thought of, oh, isn't it nice when the sun comes out? And you know, it really is.
As Trigger once on YouTube says, OMG, I just realised it's just British people complaining about the weather.
Well, it's not complaining, is it? It's
know what they mean. It is essentially the sun's out and where have you been?
Yeah, there is a kind of passive-aggressive, oh, it's nice, is it? No, that's unusual. But it wasn't written in Britain.
Go on.
It was written in Switzerland. Jeff Lynne was staying in a chalet in the Alps, and the weather was crap. And then the sun came out, and he was impressed by Alps and went, I'm going to write a song. And he wrote Mr. Blue Sky. So there really is nothing more to it than, God, it's nice when it's sunny, isn't it? And I think that's fine.
Absolutely.
Because there's plenty of other stuff going on in the composition, shall we say.
1 or 2 things, isn't there?
Yes.
Like an orchestra.
Well, an electric light orchestra. Yeah. There's a few Beatles references, aren't there?
What do you mean?
Everybody's in a play.
They are anyway. All right then.
Yeah, which is a Penny Lane. And there is a bit of a Penny Lane production vibe to it. Apparently also it shares the first 4 chords as Yesterday.
First 4 chords, so you're going, yesterday. All my troubles seem so far. Oh. Nice.
We're through the looking glass here, people.
Let's do it.
Also, there's a bit running down the avenue.
Running down the avenue. This is good.
Day in
I've
the
never
life.
realised this. All right then, brilliant.
So, yes, there are some...
See how the sun shines brightly. Good day, sunshine. Let's do them all. It's a city on the streets where once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Sorry, James, I can't stop myself. Hey, hey.
Yeah, once you start, you can't stop with Mr. Blue Sky. Who's on drums?
Bevan?
What other instrument does he play on this?
There's a clanking noise at some
Yeah.
point.
What is that?
I saw Jeff Lynne sing this at Glastonbury, which I might bang on about in a bit, but it's some sort of a fire. You know what they're called. Go on, fill me in.
Fire extinguisher.
That's it. Extinguisher's a word I was struggling for.
Bevan hitting a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, all right.
Health and safety nightmare. Who's playing bass?
Kelly Grocut.
Kelly Grocut. What know you of Kelly Grocut?
I know he's a son, actually, a little bit. God bless him.
Oh, really?
Lovely Rob Grocut, but you're gone.
Well, he leaves ELO in 1983.
Yeah.
And he sues Jeff Lynne for royalties for Mr. Blue Sky because he says he wrote the middle bit.
Oh, really? What's
Yes.
the middle bit?
I think it's the slightly classically opera-y bit
All right.
in the middle. I think it's that bit. The claim was settled out of court for £300,000, which is, in today's money, about £1.5 million. And Kelly Grocut later said he regretted suing as he lit a cigar with a fiver. So has your mate Rich got some of that sweet Blue Sky money?
No. It's Rob, his name is.
Could he be a Patreon backer?
No, he's got his own stuff going on. God bless him. Check out his YouTube channel. I think he's got one. Bing Bong 6889 says, I've lost all hope in humanity. If this song isn't playing at my funeral, I'm not coming.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, don't they, about various songs?
Yeah. Do you know how tragically the cellist from between 72 and 75, Mike Edwards, died? If we're bringing a bit of darkness into the...
Go on.
He was tragically killed by a pay bail as he was driving. Freak accident, however many million to one that is. Rest in peace, Mike Edwards. We love you for what you've done.
I first became aware of this song because the thing is, growing up in the 90s, ELO was seen as a bit of a joke, weren't they? Seen as a bit of a throwback.
A little
old
bit
hat.
like a Swedish band we might be discussing later. That's similar sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I didn't pay them any heed. And then it was the trailer for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
I did see that film.
Did you ever see the trailer?
I can't remember. Yes, no, did I?
It
Probably.
uses Mr. Blue Sky a lot in the trailer, and it made it sound incredible. And it that made me go, oh,
Yeah, right.
is that ELO?
I like it when these songs pop
wrong.
up.
I was wrong about ELO.
Well done. That took you a while. Where you been, man?
And then I went back and got into ELO. And then what other film was it in?
Bing Bong 6889 on YouTube says to this record, imagine a little tree dancing on this song while a flying man that thinks he's handsome, a green woman, a guy that you can't see, and a talking raccoon fight a monster from outer space.
Exactly. It's from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
That's right.
No, Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
It features in the less good sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy. And do you know which TV show nearly had this as a theme tune?
The theme tune, Neely.
Yeah, well, there was one. Basically, there was an American TV show called LAX, which used Mr. Blue Sky as the theme tune, and it was on NBC. And that show didn't last, but it was on at a crucial point where someone else wanted to use Mr. Blue Sky, and they said, you can't because this other show's using it.
Oh, go on.
And that show went on to be much, much more successful because that was the American version of The Office.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently it was Greg Daniels' first choice for the theme tune, but no.
I know a comedian who puts it on at the end of his show just because he knows people are going to leave extra happy, if you know what I mean. He's already happy when they leave from being silly. Did you watch a video?
Is it Jasper Karras?
Could be. He's always mates with Bevan, isn't he?
Well, do you know who it's allegedly Mr. Blue Sky is?
No.
Trevor Francis.
Is it?
Yes.
Really?
Of the tracksuit fame. Well, because Jeff Lynne's such a Birmingham City fan and it's the late 70s and it's...
Do you watch a video?
Good performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't Jeff Lynne got amazing hair?
They all have. As Elijah Lock Marvin says, they look like a band full of Bob Rossies.
They do.
All right, James, I'm going to do it a little bit towards the end. Again, not a key change. That great ending to it, isn't there? Where it ends on the key that it's in, F, yeah?
Yeah.
And then goes to C sharp for a little bit. That again, that's not a key change, that's a modulation. It doesn't live there, it just goes for a bit. And then it ends on an E flat, so there has been a key change.
Yeah. And then what does the vocoder voice say at the end? But a lot of people think it's saying Mr. Blue Sky. It isn't.
It's weird, isn't it? I've kind of thought that for a long time. What else would it be? They've been banging on about Blue Sky so much. Even at Glastonbury, I thought they'll end this with going, Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
But whoever was on the weird vocoder thing, lovely old fella, he sang what it is on the record. Please turn me over.
Yep. Please turn me over, because this was the end of side 3 of Out of the Blue. So they were just telling you to get up and turn the record over.
I wonder what the B-side was, because you could turn it over and after the end of the single, couldn't you, if you want? Doesn't have to be the side 3 of the album.
But not on the CD, because it'll knacker your player.
I mean, you know, it's great seeing all these kids at Glastonbury singing along to this when I was there for that performance. It wasn't sunny, it was raining, so that took the edge off a little bit, it has to be said.
But at least you could sing it ironically and, hey, Mr. Blue Sky's a state of mind, etc. It's nearly Bohemian Rhapsody, isn't it?
Yeah. The Brummy Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody, yeah.
Number 6.
It's down 4 to number 6. It's a former number 1. It's Brotherhood of Man banging on about Figaro.
Not to be confused with the Barber of Seville. Not my words, that's literally on the Wikipedia page for this song. It says at the beginning, who is confusing this 3-minute pop song with the whole damn opera? If that's you, well done. It sounds a bit like Figaro as well.
Neither of them.
No.
This is Brotherhood of Man with the song Figaro. What's this song all about, James? Let's do that first.
Well, it's a warning, isn't it? It's a warning to all those ladies going on holiday in Spain that there are some predatory waiters knocking around, one of whom is called Figaro. You know, every morning when the sun is dawning. That's a basic opening line, isn't it?
Every morning. Let me do it in a minor key. Go on, do some words. Every morning when
The sun is dawning. You'll see him down on the beach.
Yeah.
I wonder who we're seeing down on the beach. Look out, girl. Better beware. Better take care. Keep yourself out of reach. Yeah, stay away from the Spanish bloke. That's what the song is.
Do you know why?
Well-
He's out to make a killing, girl. He's out to all that stuff. Where have you got Spain and waiter from in this song?
Tony Hiller, one of the writers of the song, said, my daughter had just come back from vacation in Spain and was full of stories about the young waiters trying to romance the young girls.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I've got it from.
All
I've got
right.
it very much from the H's M.
Now, regular listeners to this podcast, while we're talking about Figaro, I suspect he'll have a moustache. Figaro.
They all did, didn't they, back then?
Because if you're a first time here, I suspect that people with a moustache are essentially bastards. So yeah, all right then. So this is going. He's playing his guitar at the disco bar. He's a star of the show. As the girls go by, he just winks an eye. So I like it, James. See the pretty girls flow, whatever they're doing. Yeah, and then for the chorus, oh, Figaro, he's got it's in a major key, so it goes from the everything is dark and here he comes trying to sexily harass us. We don't know what to do, we're scared, but then oh, Figaro, he's got magic.
He's got magic O.
Yeah, I always thought it was a magical world when I was growing up, so I was sort of disappointed to find out it's just magic O.
Yeah, that does feel like, we'll put a proper lyric in later. Unless like a Magico. Magico sounds like it could be like an ice cream. Can I have 3 Magicos, please?
I am going to give them to the ladies.
It's quite bouncy, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's so bouncy and catchy. And a bit annoying if you want, but I don't mind it. I like the story of it this week.
So this is a couple of years after Save Your Kisses for Me, which we've talked about on this podcast before. It's the third of their 3 UK number ones and their 5th of 5 UK top 10 hits. It does feel like it's slightly out of date.
Even in 1978?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, especially compared to some of the songs we've done.
Yeah.
It's old standards, isn't it? Knees up. A lot of ABBA comparisons on YouTube, of course.
Also, I'd say for this song, Boney M.
Yeah.
Sounds a bit Boney M-y.
Exactly. Nice.
You mentioned the ABBA comparisons.
Yeah.
Of course, ABBA had a hit with Fernando in 1976.
That's right.
This is Figaro.
Yeah.
Also, both ABBA and Brotherhood of Man have number 1 hits that are mentioned in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my God, Mamma Mia! You've
Mamma
asked
Mia.
me that one before.
And Figaro.
Of
Figaro.
Of course.
As far as I can
Shall we
tell,
do a song called Bismillah?
as far as I can tell, there are 2 other UK number ones mentioned in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody. They are both by the same artists.
We've covered Bohemian Rhapsody in
Yeah.
the past, James, and you've still managed to find some extra facts.
To be honest, I started looking about what other pop hits are mentioned in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody, and there are so many
Okay.
that I narrowed it down to just songs that got to number 1. And as far as I can tell, as well as Mamma Mia and Figaro, there are 2 others.
Go on. We're meant to be talking about Brotherhood of Man, by the
Yeah.
way, but I'm all for it.
One of them, well, is also in the title Mamma Mia.
What are you talking about? In the
It's
title?
a subsection of Mamma Mia. Is
Amam.
Mama by
Genesis.
the Spice Girls.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is Goodbye
I'm going to punch you in the
by
face.
the Spice
after
Girls. As far as I can tell, they're the only 4 number 1 UK number ones that are mentioned in the lyrics of Bohemian Rhapsody, along with this song.
Tell us some facts. I'm gonna scroll Bohemian Rhapsody just to
God.
prove
Right.
you wrong for
Well,
some reason.
there are loads of songs mentioned in it, but they didn't get to number 1. I'll tell you that much.
All right. I'm going to accept your wisdom and let's move on and get back to the BOM.
Figaro went on to be voted Best Song of the First Half of 1978 by readers of Look In magazine,
That's right.
and Best Song of the Year by viewers of TV's Magpie.
I am delighted you've brought this up, James. Iceberg Lettuce on YouTube says, I cut the lyrics out of one of the weekly magazines. That's a 70s notion, isn't it? Rather than me and you, and especially me, moaning about the lack of broadband and I can't look at the lyrics. Yeah?
And in the 80s and early 90s, I remember Smash Hits magazines, you'd get the lyrics from that.
It was a deal, wasn't it? So thanks, Iceberg Lettuce, for reminding us of that. Also, this got a feminine touch, this song, I'm saying. Karma Rocks on YouTube. She says, I used to dance to their songs to entertain the guests. Adriana.
What guests?
The guests.
Where?
Guest round your house, ain't mate? Oh, that's the point. Actually, looking at it and the origin, she's on Epstein Island, so maybe I shouldn't read the next one out. Adriana Patton says, my cousin and I performed for our parents after choreographing for an hour. So this is all in the warp and weft of pop music as well, isn't it? People seeing the act on YouTube, my apologies.
But on TV, yeah.
Wasn't around YouTube
No.
in 78.
No.
And for other insights like that, please join our Patreon.
Did you watch the performance video of Brotherhood of Man? They're doing their thing. They're all standing in a line. They're doing the synchronized dancing. There's a great bit right at the beginning. They're all just kind of standing there, and the music starts. And then there's a bit where they clearly all go and go. They all start at the same time.
Noi Evo Lisp says these dance moves are now illegal in many EU states and parts of South America.
Why? Because they're so sexy?
I liked them a lot, I think. This pinged a peculiar... I don't know if anyone's going to relate to this. You can always chop it out, James. Yellow Belly on YouTube says, great to see them paying tribute to the West Bromwich Albion team of the late 1970s in their choice of outfit.
Oh, so they were
Navy blue and white
blue and
stripes.
yeah.
And then, do you know, I had a lovely little memory of watching this very performance at the top of the pops, and my father, my dear departed dad, saying exactly the same things. Oh, look, they're dressed as West Brom. I'd forgotten all about it, so that was lovely for me this week.
Standing in a line like they were defending a free kick.
Someone on YouTube said they're compared to ABBA, but I think they'd be more accurate to describe them as a poor man's Arsenal back four. So, you know, it's going on.
Apparently, the opening drum roll
Yeah.
is played by Clem Catini,
Clem Catini of...
the famous session drummer.
Okay, yeah. We've talked to him in the past, and I recognised his name, James. My apologies.
Yeah, but apparently not the rest of it.
Just the drum roll. Maybe he was employed to do that job, did the drum roll, heard the rest of the song, and thought, I'm off.
Yeah, this is too bouncy for me. It's too derivative of ABBA and Boney M. I'm off. And then it was a big number one.
It could have done with a key change. It hasn't got one, though. This is one of the songs this week. I thought, absolutely, he's begging for one.
Yeah, it needs something, doesn't it? We can say this is derivative of ABBA and Boney M, but those are two of the biggest artists of the late 70s. So if you're going to be derivative of someone, you might as well do it of things that are incredibly popular, because you end up getting a number one, which they did.
Well, that's the end of part one, James. We've covered records 10 to 6 of this chart from 1978. What do you think we're going to do in part two?
I would imagine it'll be numbers 5 to 1.
You've got it. I wonder what that'll sound like. What is the song Wuthering Heights about, and why, and all that? You know, let's just do it. We know you know it, but, you know, we've got to do it.
Well, there are these heights, and they're just so damn wuthering.
They're always wuthering these heights, aren't they?
When I first showed my youngest kid the video to this, when those voices come out of those men, she just burst out laughing.
Yes, ABBA invented the Zoom meeting.
Yes, they do.
When all divided.
Benny,
into the
you're on
four
mute.
squares.
You're on mute, Benny.
As always, you can listen to these records. Please listen to these records on our Spotify and YouTube playlists. We always like to give you a push to them. It's a great, well, it's an even better top 5, but it's a fantastic first half of the top 5. Please rate and review all that stuff, yeah, James?
Yes, please.
Really helps us out.
It does. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/Shooby Podcast. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
I mean, if you are going to write a review, if you're indifferent to it, then don't bother, I'm going to say. But if you're keen on this and you're here at the end, then please let me get what I want this time. If you're see at the very end.
If you're indifferent to it, just lie and say you really like it.
Yeah, that'll do. Thanks a lot.
It doesn't matter, does it?
And whatever you do, Shooby Dooby do up.
Bop bop shoo up.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Fin, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Fin goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at fin.ai.
From the award-winning podcast comes a totally improvised live show.
We have the Comedy Bang Bang Tour. Come see us.
Comedy Bang Bang Ground Beefing Tour 2026. Live across North America in 2026. Get tickets at livenation.com.